Today we'll be taking a look at two auditions that anyone can audition for. So firstly, we have Kakao Entertainment, which you actually might know for having many different subsidiaries under their label. So for example, they've got Starship Entertainment, IST Entertainment, EDAM, HiUp, and so much more. And although they aren't quite popular, they do have auditions going on called their 2023 Friends Audition. I have made other audition tutorials of their past auditions before, so it's similar to this, but we'll be taking a look at that today. And next, we also have an acting audition. And I know I don't really post these often simply because I like to focus more on K-pop auditions. I do get comments from time to time saying, can I audition as an actor? Is that still possible? And the answer is yes, you can. The company that we'll be taking a look at today is MakStory. So with that being said, let's just begin straight away. So let's just begin with the MakStory_audition account that you can find right here. Now you might be saying, this is a little bit suspicious. They only have 2K followers. Well, don't worry, because they do later tag their actual account. So that is just their audition account. Whereas this one, if it shall load really quickly. Okay, so this is actually their account, and here they have highlights of all of their actors and actresses. So the audition account is actually fairly new, which is why they don't have a lot of followers. But with that in mind, let's just begin. All of this is in Korean, so I'm gonna have to translate it. So who can audition for this? Anyone who wants to become a 배우, which is an actor, actress, and it says any gender, any age, anyone literally. So you can apply for this audition until the 31st of October, so you've got a bit of time. So firstly, you can go through Naver form to actually apply for the audition, or do it through email. So this is the QR code for the Naver form, and this is the link, and you can also email it. I recommend just accessing the Naver form if you can, simply because it just feels more official in that sense. So what you need to submit for this audition is fairly simple, your basic audition material. So firstly, your profile. So that would be your actual photos. So it says front face photo, your side photos, and also your full body photo. And it also include an introduction video. For actors, it's honestly going to be quite similar to singing and dancing, where you would also include any experience that you have, anything relevant. Maybe you're a part of the entertainment industry in the past, all of that you've got to include. And then also finally film your acting video and include all those materials for the audition that you're gonna do. And it doesn't matter which platform you're doing them through, you still have to include all of that. And that's and also one more thing that they added in the caption that wasn't mentioned in the post is that the maximum of the video is 3 megabytes. And if that goes over 3 megabytes, then it says apply through email. So another case where you would choose email over the Naver form. And also, if you pass the audition, they will contact you individually, is what they said here. So for ease sake, we're just going to go onto the link in their bio. Naver form is kind of like the Korea version of Google form. I feel like it's a little bit more legit when actual companies use Naver form, simply because it's more of a Korean way to do things. All right, so it says we're looking for, people with potential to become an artist. So we're waiting for your passions or someone with various passions and dreams, and opportunities are always open. Yeah, all of your basic stuff. So firstly, include your name. It says Hangul, which is, Hangul, literally, your Korean name. So if you have an English name, just romanize that into Korean, and also write it in English as well. And you also include your gender, so male, female, your date of birth, your address right here. So this is your basic, not me about to showcase my address. No, not here today. So this would be your basic address, so up until the city that you live in. And then here you would also write your detailed address, so that would be your street number, your house number, all of that. So here is your phone number, your email, your height and weight in centimeters and kilograms. Here it actually says your family relations. It's not a required thing. If I'm being honest, I don't know why they ask for your family relations. Perhaps if you have nepotism and you want to include that your mom is also an actress or something. I genuinely don't know, but I doubt that's the case. So just don't include it if you don't want to. I don't know what you would include. Okay, and then here it says include your military stuff if you are a man. So if you're going to enlist soon, or if you have plans to do so, write that in. I'm sure that's not really relevant for you guys, but just in case you want to include that as well. And also include your final year of education. So it says school, the grade that you're last graduated, And if you are graduated or if you're taking a break, all that information, put that in. Your 혈액형, which would be your blood type, they're really getting into it. They want to know everything about you. I wouldn't be surprised if they like ask you for your MBTI or something. But they also ask for your hobbies and also specialties. And then your SNS, which is your social media platforms. If you have experience in being a part of an industry, like if you have experience under a specific company, whether that be for K-pop or acting, write that down. So that is yes and no. So no as in I don't have any experience. And if you have experience in attending 학원 for acting, and 학원 is more like an after school academy. So if you've had lessons before, yes, no, and include a 자기소개, which is an introduction, and that should be within 700 letters. And also, finally, include your experience, and you can just write as much as you want, is what it says here. And then you would go on with the form. So all of that, honestly, you can translate this by putting it into Papago. I don't think it's fairly too difficult. I'm assuming the next step would be to attach your videos. Okay, but now we're going to move on to the Kakao Friends audition. Okay, so I don't know why I forgot to actually include the global audition part here. How about we just begin with the Friends audition and then head on to the global audition as well. Alrighty, so for their global audition, this is literally for anyone. It says regardless of your gender, your age, or your nationality. And this audition is until the 29th, so earlier than the previous audition for MakStory, but still you have some time. So the categories that you can audition for and some details along with them. So for vocal and rap, include any song that you'd like. It just has to be with no instrumentals. For dance, it's also whatever song you want. It can be a cover dance, it can be a self-made choreography, and it can also be a freestyle. All of that is allowed. And you can also apply in teams of 2 to 6 people. For acting, you can do any free acting that you would like. It doesn't matter what genre or language it is, which is actually quite interesting that they specify all of that. Usually they just kind of say whatever you'd like. Okay, so for why can't I talk today? Modeling, for fashion and CF, you're going to do any 3 poses that you would like to do. All right, so the step one is to go on to the actual homepage. So this is the link that we're taking a look at. And second, you're going to click on like apply for the audition. How about I just kind of head on there and show you, because it's easier seeing it visually, I think. Okay, so we're there right now, and there's a poster to the side that showcases it, but that's just the information, so that is not necessary. Let's just close it. You're going to go on to online audition. Here it says 지원하기, which is to apply. So go on to this, and here is actually the part where you'll be specifying which audition. So this is actually the Friends audition, so click onto the very last option. You're going to click your category: vocal, rap, dance, acting, modeling, and singer-songwriter. Here your name, your gender, your date of birth, where you live, your country, and also your city, it says, your phone number, your email, your school, and also the grade that you're in for that school. Also include your height and weight in centimeters and kilograms. Here it says, where did you find this audition? So YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, KakaoTalk, like a friend, family, or neighbor search. Okay, so you're going to include your photos here. So it says, has to be more than 3 photos of face, like front face, your side face, and also your full body. And also include a video URL, of course. It should be 1 or more, it says. I just recommend 1 though. And then there is a long information section about, agreement. Actually, it's not that long. And agree to that. And you can apply for the audition that easily. Am I missing anything else? Oh yes, actually I'm missing quite a bit. So the second round, they already provide you with information on that, will be held on November 4th. And it says after the first round applicants, like the ones who actually got into the first round, there will be a second round, and those are individually announced. And the time and also location for that will be released later on, I'm sure, individually as well. So does that mean you have to be in Korea on November 4th? I mean, that would be amazing, but I feel like no, because in that case, they usually do tell you you do have to be available for this if you want to apply. But that's not really the case. I'm sure they could arrange a Zoom meeting or something like that, depending on the situation. So if you're not like available like in person in Korea at the time, do not worry. Now the global audition. Now this one is really fun. Okay, so we've got USA and Canada. So for Canada, we've got Toronto. I mean, you can read all of this information. But they've also got Vancouver, LA, two LA dates actually. And that is it. Isn't that kind of like interesting how USA there's only LA, but they've also got Canada dates? I actually cannot make it to this, unfortunately, because I'm actually going back home, so I won't be in Toronto. No one asked, but I just wanted to let you guys know if you're expecting to see me there or something. But the eligibility is more tight compared to the other audition. This one is people born from 2002 to 2011, and you also have to pre-register for this audition by accessing the Academy website and then filling out the audition form, which I think because it's in English, you guys can go through that yourselves. But if you have any questions, feel free to let me know of them and I'll definitely answer that for you guys. Alrighty, that is it for this audition. So for more audition tutorials, make sure to check out my playlist down below that I'll be linking. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!